Tits.
Tits of the house.
Tits of the house.
Yeah, we really have to do these bloopers that happened before.
Because all the good stuff you missed. It was before right now. You missed it.
Bingo.
You blinked and you missed it.
We clapped and you missed it. Today, we're talking about insecurities.
If we must.
I mean, we all have them, and I feel like people don't want to be honest and act confident and secure. But it's like, who cares if you're insecure about something?
I think it's become sort of politically incorrect to say you hate your body. We're in this moment of body positivity.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And I'm not allowed to say I'm fat.
Right. And I'm not allowed to say, ugh, my stomach is sticking out so far. I look like I could possibly be expecting. I'm supposed to say, I love you to my stomach in the morning when it's hanging over my jeans.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's sort of this toxic positivity that makes me ick. It gives me the icks.
Yeah, it's like sometimes like I just want to be like, I look like shit today. No matter how I do my makeup, it's just not, today's not my day. I just don't look good.
I like to have ugly days.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, you know what? Today's not it. Today, I am not even going to try.
Yeah. I like to be like, today I give up on trying. Today I'm going to put a hat on and jogging pants, and people are just going to be like, oh, that homeless girl has really pretty hair. And I'm okay with that. Right.
I like that your hair is still good in this scenario. You're like, my hair.
Yeah. My hair is always good because it's long.
I never have a bad face day on the same day as the bad hair day because then I would just fucking kill myself.
My hair is not my insecurity, although I have these little baby hairs that stick to my head all over my forehead. Like, you know, baby hairs that like...
You know, that's what happens after you have a baby, like give birth, your hair, you get little like new growth, I guess. And then it looks like you've lost hair. Like your hairline gets all fucked up.
Yeah, I recently had a dog, and I think that's what it's from.
From birthing Cooper?
Yeah, from birthing my new part-time dog. Yeah, I have, no, I've always had baby hairs. I don't know. I have a friend that used to say, how are you a white girl with baby hairs? I've never seen a white girl with baby. I was like, I don't know. I'm a crazy girl.
You could try gelling them and making those little curls.
Yeah, I should do the gel. But the thing is, I never wear it. Like, I don't, but if I wore my hair in a ponytail, maybe I would do the little gel thing. It's cute. Very time consuming. There you go.
Yeah.
You know, but maybe I wouldn't be insecure about it if I did that.
I think sometimes our insecurities are real.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're in our heads. And I think it's important to know the difference.
Yeah, like give me an idea because
When you're saying your makeup doesn't look good and it's not your day, I'm sure to everyone else your makeup looks great.
No, I think sometimes I really do look bad. You think that's in my head. No, I think some days I think there are days, especially for women, that you're close to your period or you're about to start your period or something.
But I think that's what's making you feel like shit. And then when you feel like shit, you think you look like shit and vice versa.
That could be true.
Sometimes when I feel absolutely terrible, I will make the most effort on my appearance because I'm like, I am, and I can only make myself feel good by looking halfway decent.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be like, at least I look okay.
I'll be honest with you, my true insecurity, and this people are going to be like, oh my God, shut up, Betsy, you're skinny. But no. I've had to like seriously work out like a beast to keep a stomach in shape because that's where I gain all of my weight. So I have these sticks for legs.
You do have really, really skinny legs.
Like awkwardly skinny.
No.
No, they are. And my knees are really big. And my nickname growing up was knobby knees because my kneecaps are massive. And listen, hey.
As I stare at her kneecaps.
under jeans with my leg crossed, but I'm happy to clip a picture at the end of this podcast of just my knees.
We're going to let you guys vote. Let us know if the knees are, in fact, knobby.
We'll do an Instagram
Knob
poll.
or no knob.
But the thing is, that's like, I'm okay with that. Like, you know what I've realized as you get older? Like, I got punched by boys just teasing me, being like, oh, you're like a guy because I was so flat chested. Now I have huge tits. Like, what are you going to do? Like, things change. Things change. You know, girls change. But I've realized I just don't think I live life to look for every win.
Like it matters less to you now, these
And
insecurities, because you have so
yes.
many blessings.
Well, I don't know if it's because I have so many blessings or
I mean, look at your hair.
Yeah, my hair. I mean, so my hair's a win, but it takes a lot of work. Rosie, where are you going? She's like, I'm going to find my Dan. Where's what's going on?
She's like, you bitches be insecure and I'm out of here.
Yeah, she's like, I look like an alien who just landed and I don't give a shit.
No, she knows she's a pretty girl.
Rosie, you don't even have a tail. Come here, Rosie.
I feel like the older I get, the more I actually have to be insecure about. But I'm more secure in so many other areas of my life internally.
Yeah.
That I care less, if that makes sense. Like, I still hate certain things about my face and body, but I have a happy life. I have a husband who loves me. I have great kids.
Yeah.
I have a French bulldog.
But it also is, it really is, I think it is, a lot of it is getting older and you stop caring as much. But when you're younger, it's everything to you. When you're like 19, 18, 20, like teenage insecurities are way worse.
Yeah.
Than like adult insecurities. But there are people, like the girl I sent to you on Instagram.
Oh my God. Betsy sent me what I thought was a filtered person. I thought it was with like that like overdone, like, you know, the filter with the lips and the Real Housewives filter,
Yeah.
where it's like huge lips, huge cheekbones, like it goes in here, like
Yeah.
buckle fat removal, and a big butt and a crazy jaw.
Like the jaw stuck out the same as the cheeks. Like she had,
you know, Jim Carrey in The Mask? It was like that.
Yeah.
But it was a real person.
Yeah, with the big huge boobs.
That person's mentally.
But that's what I'm saying. But you see, this is real. Like we sit here and we say, oh, we get over it. But really, maybe this person has too much time to focus on it.
What about like Jocelyn Wildenstein, the cat lady?
Yeah, that's another real. So when we say stuff like insecurities, they're really out there. So it's probably better we're in a place where it's like, shut up and love yourself. Look at you, you little chunky thing. You look adorable. When I look at I do that to Steve. I go, look at my little bunny.
You sound like you're talking to Rosie. Look at that little chunky girl.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're looking in the mirror and saying these days. If you have a fat day, you're like, look at her. She's gorgeous.
Oh my God.
You're supposed to.
You're supposed to talk kindly to yourself.
Yes.
I also have come to this place where I'm like, if I don't like something, either change it or shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, but the thing is, a lot of people can't afford to change a lot of things.
I saw, you know? I get that. And I saw someone.
And, you know, I have a bunch of friends that are a lot older than me. And literally, like, I look at this I watch them and I go, oh my God, are we all going to be in this race against time? Or are we going to give up and be like, hey, what's up? The dog's showing up to the party when we're 70. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think you and I are ever going to give up. I guess, what do you mean by give up? Like
are we going to try to
cut our hair short and get pot bellies?
No, I'm never cutting my hair short.
See?
And see, by the way, I won't even let you cut your hair.
My brother-in-law was like, what age do older women cut their hair? Like not that you have long hair. I mean, I didn't mean you. And I was like, oh my God.
I won't let anybody around me cut their hair anymore. Cause right now I like long hair, and I've
She's
let
like, I
mine.
like looking at it, so you're not allowed to cut it.
Yeah. Did you get the trim you wanted?
No, I'm going on Thursday.
And I've bullied you.
Like, just the ends.
Yeah.
Betsy said no.
You're like, yes, but these ends, and I'm like, they look great. Leave them alone.
I need a little trim.
I need a little trim too, but I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. I really do need a little trim. But when I say a little trim, half an inch. I won't even let my mom cut her hair. My mom's hair, I was like, my sister took her to get her last haircut. It was too short. I said, Mom, you look insane. She's like, I know. I know. I blow dry it and fix it and curl it.
No wonder you have no time.
Yeah, I have no time. I do all this, but I want my mom to feel good because I don't want her to feel insecure. She already has to deal. But those are the things. Like, I'm just saying, like, insecurities, we all have them. We all live with them. We all just do our best to get through them. And I know every other woman's out there going like, do I just give up or do I just go get?
I do feel like I give up every day.
Yeah.
Part of me is like, oh, fuck it. But then I come back around and like I don't keep up on everything like Botox and you know, eating healthy. Like it comes in waves and I feel motivated and I take care of myself and then I eat crap and I forget to make appointments and then, you know, a year goes by and I'm like, "Oh, I got to fill up my tank, my Botox tank."
Yeah, I know, but I feel like you are better about it than me usually. You are a little bit better about
Just
things like,
in general with scheduling.
yes, because I'll be like, oh my God, I look 10 years older for like 3 months. And then I'm like, oh, I don't have Botox.
Yeah.
It goes.
It doesn't last that long. It lasts like 3 months.
No, I know. And then I forget to get it. And then I'm like, terrible. I need to start keeping up better. And then I feel like shit about myself for 3 months. And then I go get Botox and I'm like, oh, I look okay.
Because it doesn't really change the way you look entirely. It just helps you not look so old.
Yeah, it gives you a little lift or something. Like it lifts your forehead a little bit.
It depends where they put it.
Yeah.
You can like lift your brows, I think, with a little Botox.
Yeah, because it takes the muscles back and freezes them so they don't hold that frown.
Yeah.
Don't let the frown get you down. I just thought
Freeze your face. Freeze your face, people. Just why have any expression? I heard that filters are like Botox for poor people. Someone was saying if you're anti-filters on Instagram, that you are anti-poor people because those people can't afford Botox and fillers. So if they want to look the way they want to look, all they have is a filter.
Okay, but what about your friends who you take a picture with who have Botox and filler? What about those friends who you take a picture with and then they text you the picture and you're like, oh, she looks good. Who's this girl she's with? Oh my God, that's me. That happened to me this weekend.
What about when your friends post a picture where you're like, that's not what I look like, and they have face tuned you?
That happened to me this weekend. I can't post the picture because I don't filter like that. And I don't want to post it and everybody go, who's this 20-year-old playmate on your Instagram feed, Betsy?
My biggest fear is running into someone and having them think that I look disgusting compared to how I look online.
That's the same thing when I tell my friends. My friends are like, oh, I'm going to gain 20 pounds I'm going to lose 20 pounds for my wedding. Back, remember when we were all getting married, I was like, no. Unless you're going to lose 20 pounds and like really focus on keeping that 20 pounds off, do not do that. Cause that's the one thing, like I have my wedding book and it's out. And like, if people see it and go through it, I don't want people.
You do not have, first of all, her wedding book is buried somewhere under like 7 dead cats.
Yeah.
Out. It was out at her last house and it has not been seen. It's somewhere. It's somewhere.
Do I still have it?
I'm just going to call you out on that little lie.
I I mean, at one point in my life, my wedding book was out. But it's not. But yeah, I don't know where it is now. I really don't. I haven't even thought about it. But the last thing I want is people to go, oh, you looked so good in your wedding picture. Nobody wants that.
I remember at our we had we had a very small wedding, and then we did like a party where Nick's parents lived. And I came out, and I'd been there for a few days with his parents, and I came out in my dress and my hair and makeup done. And Nick's dad goes, "Whoa, you look completely different." And he meant it as a compliment. But it is like, we really try to look our best on our wedding days. And yeah,
Well,
compared to the way I normally look, does that mean I normally look like shit? Don't answer that.
That is hilarious. That happened to me with the photographer. I went to meet her. I was, by the way, to be able to pay for my wedding, I was working bottle service. I booked a pilot that I was shooting, and I was working until 5 in the morning, and I had to wake up at 7:30 in the morning to get on set. For 3 days in a row, I was on 2 or 3 hours of sleep. I looked like hell in a handbag. I thought, when I get to Hawaii, I'm going to sleep for 24 hours. I did not, but
No.
I looked like crap. I had no makeup on, and I went to meet with the photographer, and I was like, so we were talking about the pictures, and I was like, oh yeah, I used to model, I overall that now, I do more acting. And then we got to the wedding pictures, and she's like, oh my God, Betsy told me she used to model when I met her. And I was like, oh, really?
I don't see it.
Yeah, now I get it. You look wonderful.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's how you know you look like shit sometimes.
And I think it's okay to look like shit sometimes, and it's okay to look like shit all the time, if that's your choice.
It's okay to feel like shit too, and feel like you look like shit. Just get up and get out of bed. Don't let it hold you down.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. It's like, how is it impacting your real life and the things that really, really matter to you?
Yeah.
Because some people get so fixated, and I think it's easy to get so fixated on these little things that, in the grand scheme of things, are not important. And I see so many friends. I have gorgeous friends who don't feel gorgeous. They don't feel like, I don't know. I can't. It's like,
there's like, finish. Do you have it?
They get fixated on like what outfit or what procedure or what little tiny thing is going to make a difference. And it's like, maybe step away from the mirror.
And I do feel like what I was going to say when you say that is, yes, and there's sometimes I just feel like that, but I feel like it comes internally. I feel like it comes internally when you're not sleeping, taking care of yourself, or just don't feel happy. Find the moment where you feel happy and you
Yeah.
And I do think people obsess with, and listen, I'm guilty of it. I will obsess with the tiniest thing and
same.
pick myself apart. But it's like, what are we doing? Because life is really
We're
short.
trying to control something because we can't control the other things, right?
Right.
And that's sort of what I meant by like, when I see something that's bothering me, either fix it or stop obsessing about it and like find something else to fix.
Yeah, that's why I made the joke, like, hey, chubby girl, because sometimes I do that to myself. I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
And I talk to myself and I'm like, look at this little chubby belly. Oh, well, I gained 5 pounds in my stomach.
Yeah.
What can I do? I'll walk and I'll work out and I'll try to lose it in the next 2 months. But like right now, I'm the chubby belly girl, and I'm going to laugh at myself in the mirror and make a joke about it. Some days I'm going to be down about it. But it is what happens. It is what happens. We can't keep it together all the time.
It's also hard to see yourself in photos and in this world of social media where you're forced to look at yourself every day. It's really hard.
Yeah.
I don't want to see myself that much.
It's almost like, and when you do see yourself that much, like obviously we have a job that like, it's like if you're not posting, you don't exist in the world. It really, it is. Cause
Yeah.
it's like you have to, and like, I feel like you are forced to see yourself more, and it's just not normal to look at yourself this much and care this much. But social media has brought this pressure of people caring more what they look like.
Absolutely. And I think it makes me think again about the filters, where it is so hard to see yourself this close and not feel like shit.
Impossible. But do you think it's right? Like for me, it's like let's just say social media completely was illegal tomorrow and went away. And actually, I took my cup out and I go, my cup matches my shirt. I want to keep it on my lap. It looks cute. Does it? Oh, hit the microphone. I hope that doesn't make a weird thing. Sorry.
Sorry to all the
Sorry with the
click the people that like the sounds.
Yeah.
Tap, tap, tap.
But like let's just say social media went away tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be upset, would you?
Well, yeah, because how else are you guys going to find us?
but it would be back to the old way of like, okay, you could just go on stage and be funny again, and that was enough.
Well, yeah, but that requires us to rewind all of society and the way that we do things, not just.
I mean, it will never go away, but I'm just saying.
Are you saying you want to make America great again and go back in time? What are you saying, Betsy?
I want to make America great again. No, I really can't stand. Was America never not great? Yeah, America's not great.
We're so blessed. We're so blessed.
But
no,
I do you know, it's because it is putting there is like this thing of like, now kids are on social media, they see these filters, they think it's real. It's like the adults are using the filters to look good. Like we should not, but then we feel so bad about the way we look, we have to use them. Like it's
Didn't you tell me everyone's using them?
Everyone's using them. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'm not. But
I mean, I think that it automatically filters for you in TikTok.
Yeah, it does. I think it does too. I think you're right. Like it does filter for you. So listen, we're going to be, anybody who is feeling insecure, when you meet this person in person, you're going to be like, oh, she looks like shit too.
But that's because we chose to look like shit. We chose it, okay?
We're choosing the shit look.
We're choosing to spend our time and energy on other things.
But there are deep insecurities. There's like, I mean, listen, you walk into a restaurant with your husband and you're surrounded around hot girls. There's a part of your brain, no matter who you are, that's like, oh, I love that outfit, or I wish I had her nose, or I wish I looked a little bit more like this. Like I wish my lips were a little bit like this. There are all these things that come up. I know that I feel them. I know that sometimes I'm sitting at a restaurant, not that I'm jealous of this person, but there is the hottest, skinniest girl in a crop top with perfect abs. And I'm like, I wish that I could have a stomach like that. This is me being real with them.
I get what you're saying. I sometimes feel like I'm looking good when I go out at night, and then I see these other people and I'm like, I am a troll person. I am a hobbit. Why can't I be 6 feet tall and a rail?
Yeah.
And then it passes.
It passes because it's like, because that's just not my stomach.
And I also know people that look like that, and they're just as insecure as I am.
It's true.
If not more insecure, because they've been told their whole life how beautiful they are, and then they don't feel it, and then they get older, and then it gets harder for them.
And because they've been told it, it is their main focus.
Yeah.
And now they're obsessed with it.
And that's their livelihood.
None of us are keeping it. It's the reality.
Yeah.
None of us are keeping this. And it's like, you can sit around and stress about it, or you can realize what you have today is what you have today, and that's going to go too. No matter how much you fill it up, it's coming down, baby. Like,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
so this is the saddest
What is
episode.
What's the upside? Let's talk about facelifts, though.
Yeah.
I saw a post, Caroline Stansberry.
You sent it to me.
Well, you had mentioned her, and she was a Real Housewife on the Dubai.
Yeah.
She was on a different show before that. I think it was Ladies of London. And she very publicly got a facelift. And I love that that's kind of normalized now. Because I don't think there's any shame in that either. If you don't like something and you can afford to fix it, fix it.
But this is also, let's just say, it's publicized now. But before, everyone just thought celebrities just looked great all the time. People get facelifts in their 40s, just a tiny one. They do.
Yeah.
People get tiny just so they never look like they're drooping. That's a fact. So when you see someone that's in like their 40s or their 50s that just looks like, oh, well, they're just aging great. No, they're probably doing things that they're not telling you about.
100%.
Yeah, and you're sitting here feeling bad about yourself. Stop. Stop sitting there and feel bad. People are coming out more and more about their plastic surgery and talking about it, but it is good that she did it. I have friends that are in their 50s that are older than me that, you know, I've met at weddings or something that I've just connected with. That like I have a friend that's 50 that got a facelift. I'm like you look like you're in your 40s. Why are you getting a facelift? Because I don't want to let this ever droop or fall to where people go, oh, you got something.
Yeah.
So you're going to sit next to this person and never guess what she did. She looked like she got a good night's sleep.
I think that it just depends on the person. I know like Teddy Mellencamp is not that old. I want to say she was like 40 when she got a little like neck lift because she didn't like the jowls.
Yeah.
As I smacked my ring on the mic. I feel like this situation, which I personally hate about my face, is something that can only be addressed with surgery.
Yeah, I have it too. Everybody gets it. This starts to fall and you get these little wrinkles right here. You can fix it. It's a fortune. Is it worth it? I don't know, because you look perfectly fine. I look at you from the outside. I think you're absolutely stunning.
Oh, thank you, Betsy. But I think that's it's as good as it's going to get. It will only get worse in my mind. Gravity, skin lax, collagen, whatever. It's all going downhill.
Yeah.
And so I'm saving for a facelift is what I'm saying.
Hillary's saving up for a facelift. And we're going to sit here. I'm going to get a facelift too one day. We're going to sit here.
Or we're going to give up.
Or we're going to, yeah.
Will you let us know what we should do? Please, titsofthehouse@gmail.com. Let us know if you're going to let yourself go or if you're going to start a piggy bank for that facelift.
Yeah, because it's a real racing.
And you might need it at 40, so start saving now.
45 for sure. No.
If you're in LA, 39.
But it's nice, it's nice that you can literally pick yourself apart publicly for people to let them know that we all have the same feelings.
Not only do we all have the same feelings, I think that there is this sort of myth that like someone like Margot Robbie has no problems because she's so beautiful and so successful. And I know people that look like that and it's just not true. Like they're human, they have flaws, they get work done.
Oh, and that's the thing. That's the thing. And you have to remember too, is like, if I had a trainer that I was working out with every day, do you think I'd have this stomach? Like I did start doing physical therapy and stuff. And when I lift weights on my abs, my stomach does look way better. But mind you, I will admit straight up that I did skin tightening on the top of my stomach. I've done about 3 or 4 rounds of cool sculpting on my stomach.
Didn't you get all that for free?
No, I paid for the cool sculpt. my friend's a doctor, and he got a new laser. He's like, let's test it on your stomach because he knows I hate my stomach. And then I did the fat burning thing on my stomach.
Yeah.
It did not work very. I didn't think.
Is that like Kybella? Is that because there's something you can inject Kybella here if you have like a little bit of fat?
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've never done that.
So what is the fat burning thing you're talking about?
The fat burning thing was an older thing before Cool Sculpt was out. It was the in mode laser, and they literally hit you with a laser. I felt like I was laying on a bed fucking the devil. That's how on fire I was. I felt like Satan is real.
You guys hire Betsy to sell your product. She can sell your competition's product. That sounds absolutely awful. Fucking the devil?
It was horrific. I'm not joking you. I'm telling you. It felt, I was like, oh, there's a real thing, the devil. The devil is real. He is
The devil is real, and he is in this in mode laser.
It does not feel good.
How many times do you have to do something like that to see results?
I did it 3 or 4 times. I did not see great results. I did not
My friend did the same thing.
Which
actually right at this center right here. They tested it on her. They gave it to her for free, and she has a lot of followers. And it was post baby, so she had like some loose skin, flattest tummy ever, but a little bit of like, you know, crepey loose skin.
Yeah.
She said she didn't really see a difference.
I did not, and I'm telling you, my back went out. Like, you know, I have those disc problems. I have like,
I did it. I can't walk now.
That's how painful it was. No, I swear. And I was like, you know, even though my back went out, I'm going back because I want a flat stomach. But no, this is, I'm telling you.
No.
I like telling this story because I think that a lot of people will look at my stomach now and go, I don't know what she's talking about. Her stomach looks really good. So I had sex with Satan.
Anyone can have this stomach. All you have to do is fuck the devil.
Yeah, sex with Satan 4 times. Okay, I don't know if my husband's jealous.
Third time was the charm. She did it the 4th time just to spite him.
And then I sat in the Arctic. Listen, when you're getting Cool Sculpt, the first like, I want to say 5 minutes of Cool Sculpt, you're like, am I going to vomit and projectile vomit all over the room?
Because it hurts?
No, yes, it freezes your stomach so hard to where it's completely numb. When it gets to the point of being absolutely frozen, you feel like you're going to vomit your brains out. They give you a juice
Again,
box.
hire Betsy to sell your products. They give you a juice box? Where are the drugs?
You need the sugar.
I would want an epidural.
Well, you know when you feel like you're going to throw up so bad?
Yes.
Like you need the sugar, like a Coke makes you feel better. So they give you an apple juice box.
Oh my God.
It's miserable, but I did it. I think I did it like 4 or 5 times on my stomach. Cool Sculpt.
She's like, it's awful. I'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awful. See you. It's like 4 weeks. So you.
Okay. every month.
But you know, I did probably 4 to 6 rounds of that, something like that. I can't remember exactly. And hey, that worked for me.
So it worked for you. You know who it did not work for? Linda Evangelista.
Yeah.
So when they freeze your fat, it gets hard, and then it is supposed to go through your system, dissolve, go away, and it has frozen the fat cells so cold that they die and get discarded. Is that the idea?
Yeah, I think so.
But for her and a very small group of people, it can freeze and stay in weird lumps.
Yes.
And that's what happened to one of the most famous supermodels in the world.
Yeah, she came out and wrote that article. Wasn't it like sort of around COVID?
Yeah, I think so. And she's in a documentary, I think it's on HBO, about supermodels that is fantastic. And she shared her story, and it's horrifying because, you know, you never know.
You know, that is you listen, every time you get a needle in your head for Botox, you can flatten. This can drop.
Yeah.
Happened to one of my friends.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's bad, but there are even worse things. You could go blind. If you go to someone who isn't licensed, you don't know what I mean, you could be getting injected with God knows what. Like, I had a friend's mom who had these like lumpy, lumpy lips, and she insisted that it was just like regular filler, but that it was like permanent lumps. So what is that? That must have been silicone.
Scar tissue.
No.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
Some people flare up and get scar tissue, and then they have to go and cut the lumpy, lumpy lumps out. Listen, there's a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was so desperate to have a nice stomach. This is a real insecurity of mine. I'm bringing it to the table. I'm telling you, when I'm sitting with my husband, and I know that I have like a stomach problem, and then I see someone in a crop top.
Do you feel like your husband cares?
Yeah, I feel like he, I think I think my husband would love me to have a flat stomach. What husband wouldn't love? Do you think any husband's like, oh, no, if you had a flat stomach, ew. No,
Maybe. I think some people like a little like softness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's feminine. You have curves. Yeah, honestly.
Honestly, but this is coming from you have these.
Wasn't it in like Pulp Fiction where he's like a little pot belly? She says pot belly. I don't know.
Oh, I don't remember. But Hillary, literally, since the day I met you, I was like, I look at your stomach and like the dream world comes around my eyes and everything changes. Birds are singing and I'm like, I would die to have Hillary's stomach. And you have had 2 kids.
Well, I feel like, thank you, first of all. It's not the same as it used to be. And the truth is, you guys, I'm going to get hate for this, but I was just genetically blessed with a flat stomach.
And that's it. But that's it. Thank you. Thank you. And then everybody like me out there.
By the way, let me add to that I hate like the pudgy love handles that I like. God doesn't give with both hands. I got the flat stomach and then I got these like fat love handle hips.
But at least, okay, we all have the things, and that's the thing that you hate when you look in the mirror, the little love handle things.
Yeah, I try not to look at the things that bother me anymore. That's been my solution, is like, I just don't look at those things.
Yeah.
It's harder when it's on your face, I will say. Most of my insecurities now, like I've given up on my body. I'm like, it's fine. Like I've had 2 kids, like whatever. Yeah. I focus on being strong and healthy. Like I'm in a better mind state now, like about health and just really realizing like I'm never going to be taller. I'm never going to be younger. Like just I'm more at peace with my body.
I feel like I'm in that state where I don't like to work out. I really hate it. It's a struggle. My husband is like crazy, gnarly worker outer because he's active by nature. That's his hobby and what makes him happy. It does not make me happy to go for a hike.
I feel like when you have the kind of job where you are chained to a desk or computer and it's all so like stationary, that in your free time, you want to do anything but sit still.
I'm writing. I can be chained to a desk for 12 hours. I don't care. I will not move. I'm so fixated on what I'm doing. I love it. I'm laughing through it. I'm having fun.
You're in the flow state.
But when I'm chained to a desk like that, I still don't feel like I need to get up and go for a hike.
Well, an object in motion stays in motion. And I think he is just always on the go.
Well, he's chained to a desk, but always on the phone walking around the office while he's like, But I will say this, though.
That was a super flattering imitation of your husband. Bravo, 10 out of 10. I love that. I have my husband's voice more like, do, 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 do. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why is that there?
But I will say that even when I'm chained to a desk, I don't feel like, should I go for a hike? I feel like, oh, I should go to Target.
Listen, we all get our exercise in the way that suits us
Yeah.
best.
I do the hike though, and I go, ugh, when is this going to be over? The whole time I'm doing it. But the thing is I don't love to do it. That's okay. Working out is not my thing. I don't love it. I have to force myself to do it. It's just, I'm not that person that I feel better after I do it. I'm
Yeah,
never the
my
person-
favorite part of the workout is when it's over.
Yeah, same. And even when it's over, I'm hateful till I shower.
I know. Doesn't it suck that we have to like work out and brush our teeth? Ugh.
Yeah.
Just the maintenance.
The maintenance.
Never mind getting Botox. I'm going to be kind of a bitch now. Do you ever see people where they're like, I needed this line here? And you're like, fix your fucking teeth.
Yes. Yes. The amount of money I've spent on my own teeth is a crying. Like, don't make me start crying. People go, you have such a pretty smile.
You
Really?
do have a great smile.
It costs like $15,000. I could have gotten veneers for $5,000 more and had a way prettier smile.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, real teeth. There's nothing like beautiful, real teeth.
Give me a break. No, yeah.
Worth it. Worth every penny. No, I mean, like, I remember when I was little, my mom had a friend who was like she was going to get her lips done, but she was a smoker and she had these like fucking fangs, like tar stained teeth.
Yeah.
And she was overweight and like, but listen, she was thrilled. She got her lips done and she was so happy.
She wanted to bring more attention to the yellow teeth.
To distract from the yellow teeth? I don't know.
Well, I think when you get bigger lips, our eyes are going there because we all love big lips.
I don't know that big lips are a thing anymore.
It was the 90s. They were. No, I think they are.
Really?
Yeah, I think big lips are always going to be a thing. Everybody loves a big, juicy lip. I think so.
I think it sort of became stigmatized with Kylie Jenner and her acting like it was lip liner.
Mm-hmm.
And then us all being shocked to find out she got filler. That it became like, I don't know, like out? Is it out of style to get lip filler? No. She dissolved it, and I saw all these, we have different feeds, but all these articles and posts about.
But she also did a lip lift.
Did she?
There's absolutely no way. Have you ever seen the before and after of the lip lifts?
I have.
Okay. So there's no way your lip actually gets
listeners, a lip lift is where they make a tiny incision underneath your nostrils.
Yeah.
And they cut out basically like a little, I don't know, couple millimeters of skin. And when they sew it up, your lip looks like this. And I'm pushing my top lip up to touch my nose. And then as it heals, it slowly drops down and you show more upper teeth, which apparently makes you look younger.
Yeah, because it is me. When my lip used to be up way higher when I was younger.
Well, it's something that as you age, this space gets longer. You know, I'm sure everything's getting longer, but I think that visually it's aging to have this be super long.
Yeah. Honestly, I notice in my own, my lip used to be so much higher and rolled
But as
up.
you stick your finger into your face and I see your upper lip go up, please do not ever do that.
I just see like, this is what is interesting about Insecurities. Do I like the way my lip looked better before? Yes, I do. Am I going to cut into my face to fix that little thing? No, I'm not. But am I going to continue to get cool sculpt on my stomach? I don't need it anymore. Well, I could use it. Yeah. Yeah, well.
You're talking about the risk reward math.
I'm talking about what's the bigger insecurity.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
All things have a cost, right? Like there's the financial cost. Yeah. Then there's what could go wrong. Then there's how much better could it be? Amy Schumer has this joke about like you go through these laser treatments and you're red and you're peeling just to look exactly the same. So it's like
Yeah.
sometimes you do these things and they don't work. And
It's
it
true.
was like fucking the devil. You fucked the devil and it didn't work. Like, that sucks.
It sucks.
If I fuck the devil, I want a flat stomach.
Let me tell you something. He is not good in bed. So it was a burn, baby. It did not work out. It did not. It sucks. But yeah, but you go sometimes the insecurity is so big that you'll do the thing and take the pain to try.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
but the insecurity has to be pretty big.
Yeah.
And what I'll say about these people who get hyper fixated on one thing is like, I worry, and I think as someone who probably has body dysmorphia, if you fix that, then what? Because your insecurity, much like an addiction, will just like, if you're addicted to drinking and you stop, then you're like suddenly like fucking everyone. Like it will shapeshift. So if you're obsessed about this little hump on your nose and then you fix that, then you're like, my lips are too small. And then you fix that. And then you're like, I think I need my chin to like, where does it end?
Yes, that's why I always say, is it
That's why you need to just get it all done at once. That's my point.
But like, that's why I say, are you going to literally live in this rat race? Or are you just going to like let it go?
I think I take it one day at a time.
Yeah.
And I hear a lot of celebrities being like, plastic surgery just isn't for me, but I think it's great for other people. I'm the reverse. Plastic surgery is for me.
Yeah, I think so too.
And you should all stop getting it so that I have a leg up.
But it's interesting. I hear people go, I'm going to age gracefully.
What does that mean?
Until something comes up. And then that one thing leads to another. Because then when the next thing comes up, they might want to lift.
Isn't that fucking life?
That's life.
Isn't that life?
It's life. That is life. That is what I'm trying to say. It's like everybody's trying. Everybody's in it. And listen, Sally Fields aged gracefully. She looks great to me.
I need to pull up some images and check that out because I think some people are really lucky.
Yeah.
And I got a lot to say on this stuff because you know what I hate hearing is like, so-and-so has had so much work done and they look like shit. That person had bad work done. And I'm going to guess that it's too much filler and not enough facelift because the people that get hated on the most are the people who haven't done the right work or maybe they haven't done anything and they're just aging and they look like shit because they're aging and people are now saying they look puffy or like they've had bad plastic surgery when in fact they either haven't or they've had shitty filler.
Yeah. Or, but there you go. You just hit the nail on the head. And this is what the problem is everybody will take someone publicly known, find a picture, and they will just slam them online for the way they look. And it makes us insecure. It makes us go, oh my God.
Well, we live in a culture where it's okay to pick apart women's looks.
And exactly. And that's why I said I would be fine with social media disappearing tomorrow. But can we keep our podcast?
Well, yeah, obviously. Maybe if there was no social media, everyone would find different things to do with their time, like listen to us.
Yeah. Hope you guys are listening and liking and subscribing.
Let us know if you've had any work done or what work you think we should have done.
Yeah. Let us know. Pick us apart. Tell me, should I do more cool sculpt? Look, Rosie just snored. She's so bored of this conversation. We get it, Rosie. You look good.
Rosie has no insecurities because she's perfect.
She's like, I just look good. And let us know if you want us to talk about this again.
We will be talking about this again because I'm going to pull up some pictures and we can put them in and we can talk about the hateful comments that people get and what we think they should get done. Because, hey, we're part of the problem.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Tits of the house out.
Bye.
Bye, tits. Tits, tits, tits.
Tits of the house.